Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chicago Bears. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys have really hit their stride, winners in 7 of their last 9. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. At the 31-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 88 yards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Bears first down.
On the ground, it's James.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's Williams. And that one too wide and incomplete. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 27.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's James. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They run it with James. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
James. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
3rd and 12.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. A quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard
A
line.
run straight ahead with Jeanty.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They'll go play action here to Williams. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the Bears punter now.
Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
The Chiefs had 10 and 5 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 20. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Able to slither by.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
A pass complete to Odunze.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Kayvon Thibodeaux.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 36-yard line.
Up the middle they go. James. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's James. Skirts by at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
15 yards. And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Luther Burden
From 10 yards out.
and the Bears are back within a score.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Bears 10.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 24 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
On first down, it's Jeanty.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. He's going to keep this again. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Caleb Williams.
62 yards.
And the Bears are once again back in front.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dances by him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. They'll start on the ground with Jeanty.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because The entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Now here's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Let's take it inside it. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Kansas
Working
City.
from the gun, Mahomes.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Second down and 3.
Xavier Worthy. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Mahomes going to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Bears 17.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
To the air, Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Odunze.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hanson.
Our tour around the NFL
Scott.
starts now. At Mile High, the Broncos at home to take on the Bengals. Okay, Brandon, thank you. It is Week 17.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Their own 28-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2nd and 10.
Coverage by Jaquan Brisker.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And again, it's Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg.
Pass right side caught by Thornton. From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That is caught.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On the give, Jeanty.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
First down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give out of the gun to Jeanty.
Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Well, Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon puts it off, and the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Right back to Jeanty on first down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Here now, second and 4.
At the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll go again with Jeanty.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, it's James. Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
10 yards on the pickup.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here's Williams. Has his man. That's James.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. That's caught left side, Burden.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition to fit. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Caleb Williams,
A 9-yard touchdown run.
and the Bears drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spot? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
21.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Genty.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
On the give, Genty.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
He's brought down at the 39.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Jeanty.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Mahomes.
That one's taken in by Spears. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 3.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
That throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. They'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Guys man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They run the counter. Stanley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for the Bears,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long